The West Bloomfield Rotary Club's Putt for Polio event is happening on March 9th, 2 to 4 p.m. at the West Bloomfield School District ACS building. It's meant to raise funds for the global eradication of polio and other diseases. So joining us right here live on The Splash to talk about this event in its entirety, we have West Bloomfield Rotary Club President Marty Levin. Thank you for being here, Marty.
You're welcome.
We appreciate you for being here, and we appreciate such a very special event that you all are hosting. Can you just tell us a little bit more about the inspiration behind the Rotary Club of West Bloomfield joining and hosting Putt for Polio?
Well, this is actually our 5th annual Putt for Polio event. Actually, only the 3rd annual where we give a trophy at the end to the winner. But Rotary has been a champion in working to eradicate polio for about the last 40 years. In 1988, there were about 350,000 new cases of polio in the world. And then in 2023, there were about 30. But then in 2024, there were about 100. Also, there was a new case that came up in Gaza last year, and they had not reported a new case of polio in 25 years. So that kind of shows you that even though tons of work have been done and a lot has been accomplished, until polio is actually eradicated, we still have to be working at it.
Yes, and we appreciate that effort and that knowledge, that information. Some things, like you said, some people may have put it on the back burner and just completely forgot about it or thought it was eradicated completely already, when that's not really true. Now, for the people who may not even be aware, very briefly, can you explain what polio is?
Well, that's a good question. Polio impacts your muscles and can be very devastating. There are different kinds of polio. There is live polio, which is new cases not related to the vaccination. There is temporary polio that some of the symptoms occur related to the vaccination, and they usually go away. So when I'm talking about new cases, I'm talking about live polio.
Got it. Okay. Interesting. Thank you once again for providing that context with that being said. So let's get back to the essence of this event and helping out polio. So can you just share exactly how the funds that will be raised at Putt for Polio directly impacts polio eradication worldwide?
Well, we send all the funds that we make, as does any Rotary club, to Rotary International. And Rotary International then worked on using the funds. One of Rotary's partners is the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And they, I believe for like the last 15 years, they have doubled whatever Rotary contributes or raises. So, for example, a $250 sponsorship is actually becomes a $750 contribution, thanks to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. But the money is used to provide medical equipment, staffing, vaccinations, housing, in the areas where polio still is, where they still have live cases.
That is great. That's a great contribution and great effort from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to partner with Rotary International to do such thing, to double For every dollar you get, give $2. That's such a great thing right there, and it's
Well,
great
it's
to
actually
acknowledge them.
$3. For every
$3.
dollar you give, Bill and Melinda Gates provide $2. So that makes $3.
Yes, yes, yes. So great effort right there on both parties. And with that being said, and with me right here live on the Splash, by the way, West Bloomfield Rotary Club's president, Marty Levin, talking about the Putt for Polio event happening March 9th at the WBSD ACS building. Raise funds for the global eradication of polio. I like to also highlight, Marty, the fact that a lot of things that happen right here in our greater West Bloomfield area, it happens with the help of different organizations, different people, different businesses. So can you speak to how local businesses and community members in West Bloomfield are contributing to the success of this event?
Well, and they contribute in a variety of ways. Some of the larger businesses have provided us with gift cards that we can use perhaps to provide refreshments at the event, and then charge a very low fee for that.
Mm.
But other ways, businesses, large and small, and individuals, is they can help sponsor the event. And we have three levels of sponsorship. Do you have that other handout that I gave you, the sponsorship brochure?
We have the graphic, which we showed right here on Civic Center TV. We have
Oh,
the
yeah,
graphic for
that's
the
the
event,
flyer.
yes.
Okay. Well, I'll just explain it.
Mhm.
So three levels that we suggest, but of course you could donate whatever you want. But we have the $250 level, which includes 4 admissions to the event, where individuals could either compete or just be spectators.
Mm.
It also includes acknowledgement of that individual and their logo, if they wish, at one of the holes. There are actually 8 putting mats that are used in this competition. It also includes acknowledgement by the MC,
Mm.
as well as at the registration desk. And then for $100 sponsorship, that includes 2 admissions to the event and all those other things that I mentioned regarding acknowledging them for their contribution. And then there's a $75 contribution, which includes 1 admission to the event, and their name will be listed at the registration desk. So also, again, to participate in the event
Mm-hmm.
is $25, unless it's part of a sponsorship. Um, so that helps for us to reach our goal. And to be a spectator at the event is $10.
All right.
So those are some of the ways the community as well as individuals
Mm-hmm.
can help.
Mm-hmm. And that's good. So with that being said, that leads me into my next question. For those who are listening or watching and they love it and they love the idea of it, maybe they have other obligations that day. Are there any things that residents can do to support this cause and the efforts from Rotary without being able to attend?
Yeah, they can contribute financially. Again, I mean they could purchase the $25 admission and
Mm-hmm.
still not attend. Let us know so that we don't put their name, in the competition.
Right.
So they can contribute that way, and they can also contribute with a sponsorship.
Perfect, perfect. Many ways for people to support the West Bloomfield Rotary Club, and especially for this Putt for Polio event happening March 9th at the ACS building. With me right here live on the Splash, we have West Bloomfield Rotary Club President Marty Levin talking about the Putt for Polio event, and now kind of getting into some other things. And just a few questions before I let you go, Marty, if you don't mind. One, just beyond this polio eradication initiative and work that you all are doing from the Rotary Club, what other humanitarian initiatives does the West Bloomfield Rotary Club support within Greater West Bloomfield specifically?
Okay. We do a variety of things. A lot of our efforts are for individuals who are food insecure.
Okay.
We assist at the hospitality house, which provides a pantry for those people. We also, a couple of our members deliver Meals on Wheels to the community. And um, other, oh, I know. On Thanksgiving Day, we provide
Mm,
Thanksgiving meals to several families
right.
in the community that are identified through West Bloomfield schools. Other things we do, well, West Bloomfield Schools sponsors what is called a Reading Buddies program, where several of us go to an elementary school
Mm-hmm.
and we are buddies with a first grader. We read to them, they read to us. We help them with tricky words that are often that are spelled differently than they sound.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, and that's one of my favorite programs. Other things we do, we work with a agency called Hope Against Trafficking, where we assist women, usually women,
Mm-hmm.
who have been trafficked, and either assist them with shopping, but basically restarting their lives in a safe environment. Uh, Other things we do, we provided a peace pole uh, to West Bloomfield, city of West Bloomfield, and it is located right outside the east door, I believe, of Town Hall. And the Peace Pole has, I believe the phrase is peace among everyone in the world, something like that.
Uh-huh.
But it's written in 8 different languages, primary languages in the West Bloomfield area.
Nice. Okay. So that once again contributes to the difference and the impact that our West Bloomfield Rotary Club is making right here in our own community, and we appreciate that. We're going to go ahead and let you go, but lastly, just very briefly, I know we were talking about off the air another initiative that you all are doing that you want to mention in regards to Africa, correct?
Yes, this is a rather large initiative. We usually hold either the end of September or early October what's called Out of Africa. It's a dinner as well as a live and silent auction. And the proceeds that we get from that help fund education and medical care, community needs, also some of the families of the children in Zambia, Africa.
Mm.
And we actually work through an organization called Omni, which is Orphan Medical Children's Network uh, International. And they not only provide the education and medical care, but they are very attuned with whatever the needs are. And
Gotcha.
this past year, there has been a drought in this area, and several families are starving with no water. So Omni has assisted in, building new wells and just doing a variety of things to help the community. Because if people are starving, they're not going to be doing very well in school.
Right, right. Good point. Good point. And that's good that you all are actually noticing that, acknowledging that, helping, and also spreading the word as well. So we're happy to be the platform to help get that message across as well. And we do appreciate your time and your information. Once again, from the West Bloomfield Rotary Club, President Marty Levin, we appreciate your time, sir.
Thank you.